pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item is approved minutes of prior meetings. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the monthly meeting of November 15th?
So moved. Second.
No discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, all those opposed, the ayes have it. Second is to approve the minutes of the tax setting meeting on November 16th.
So moved. Second.
On discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, all those opposed, the ayes have it. Correspondence. Oh, we got a whole bunch here. First one is a communication from National Grid, a public notice for a review and comment period of a 45-day yearly operational plan. And second is from David Procopio regarding Smart City Landmark Dividend. And it is, we can fund your smart city and fiber projects. No municipality is too small to have a smart cities initiative. So does he want to come in and talk to us? Tina, is that what it is?
They're trying to buy out our leases on the towers.
Oh, on the
towers.
towers.
Yeah.
I invite him to a meeting after the first of the year, we'll talk to him. I mean, I doubt we're gonna do anything,
Okay.
but we might as well listen to him if they, you know,
Mhm.
inquire too. Okay with that? Yep. Last is from Dayton Rehoboth Regional High School. The Dayton Rehoboth High School Athletic Department is currently contacting, local business regarding advertising in our winter sports program. If we are to continue with our present sports schedule, we need this help of our friends in the business community. Have we done this in the past?
No, we usually just announce it.
Okay. Okay, so this is an announcement that if anyone that watches our meetings is interested in supporting the Dayton Rehoboth Athletics, that they are selling ads in their winter program. Is that it for correspondence?
Yeah, do you want the transfers to sign or?
Yeah, it's the same time with the correspondence. Carl, do you have any correspondence?
Yeah.
The last two pieces of us to sign signatures, the transfer of $228,000 from mechanics general operating account to the following accounts. These were the votes we made at special. Transfer $48,000 to the stabilization account, $150,000 to the capital improvement stabilization account, and $30,000 to the terminated employees compensation absences reserve fund. Any other correspondence?
No.
Financial conditions. First is income through year-to-date is $1,172,390, with a budget of $1,830,109. We are at 64% and about 50% time elapsed. So income is strong. We're selling a lot of water.
Mhm.
When the bills come out in January, we sold a lot of water over the summer, so. Expenses are at $1,328,330 to a budget of $2,320,000. As you know, some of our stuff is front-loaded, so we're at 57%, with a time elapse of about 50%. So we're on track with spending and ahead of track on income, so it bodes well for next year. Outstanding receivables are 22,685.27, with commitments of 2,269.86, with receivables totals of 21,733.71. Is there any questions on the financial report? Motion to accept the financial report? So moved. On discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? All those opposed? The ayes have it.
There's, it's just this.
Warrants. Warrants. No, you should have rights, that's fine. The agenda. This is yours, I think. Your agenda. Is there a motion to accept to approve the warrants as submitted by the accountant?
So moved.
All in favor? All opposed? The ayes have it.
Yes, sir.
Could be in.
What?
Okay.
Is that plumbing machine I'm thinking of?
Great, French.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
My friend has one.
Amazing.
He works at Moses Front, unbelievable. I've never seen it. Aren't they expensive? They're really, really nice. I never, it's like magic.
It's amazing.
Yeah, we worked
have
on a friend of ours boiler. You had,
I work.
yeah, no, it's a,
But I know a guy, one of the companies, they're trying to get rid of one, the demo one they have, and it's barely been used.
it might be something. It's, in
Like,
terms of assistant homeowner or something
it's not
like that.
cheap, but it's,
No, but
probably
it's got all the fittings and stuff, right, in the whole set.
well,
Well, that-
you gotta buy it first.
Yeah.
The machine itself usually goes,
Yeah, we used it one night to fix a guy's boiler. It was like magic.
you know, service stuff.
Yeah.
Things fall apart when you change meters.
Oh, no, you're right. There'd be like a,
I was talking to him yesterday, he was telling me that they can't. And, his boss is getting like, I don't want, you know,
Don't be confused.
Right?
yeah,
That's why we
Moses
usually
Brown
do
uses
this
one
beforehand.
exclusively on all their school
Guess I
buildings.
didn't say
They
it.
save thousands.
time.
Well, it's,
The fittings are expensive.
well,
They're worth every penny because you're in there
you don't have to worry about what,
an eighth of the time.
poor guy, yes.
In soldering, burning houses down.
I could tell you a story yesterday. I was helping a guy on the, I won't name the street or whatever, a nice person, but he busted his washer and dryer line and he was trying to solder it. So I had to
She didn't have them in a
put
particular
my
order.
time
I
hat
hope.
on. I
No.
said, here, do you have any bread?
Oh,
He
yeah,
says, what?
the
I
bread.
said, stuff some bread up there.
Yeah.
He says, you're crazy. I says, it's either that or you're gonna have, and he didn't have a spigot on the other side, like, he didn't have a valve on the other side of the meter. I said, I can take the meter off and drain your whole system, or go get a piece of bread. The bread worked perfect.
Bread was for
Superintendent report.
Yes, sir.
the bread. I love it.
Okay, I'll keep it brief. The December project is redevelop Cedar One. We're almost done with it. It should be back online next week. It's going very, very well, and it actually was getting about 80 gallons a minute max as they were getting ready to do the pre-test. And I just left there, maybe, I can't see that way, about an hour ago. I was getting about 200 gallons a minute out of it. It's still got a lot of metals in it, but it looks like it's going very well. We also, as part of the project, we're gonna cap number 2. It was never cement capped, we're gonna cap it. They pulled the pump from number 2, and it's the same pump as pump 1, so actually, it's tough to look at both. So that's we should save a lot of money, and we're probably gonna get some spare parts out of it. So, until we put multiple heads on Cedar One, great idea, thanks again to the commission for directing us to research, redevelop that well. Knock on wood, we're gonna get plenty. Ironically, while we did it, Cedar 3's VFD failed, but that's back online as of about 2 o'clock as well. So that December project's going well. January, we're going to, if our staffing's up to speed, we're gonna repair the air lines in clarify number 3. Just like we did last year for number 2, we shoveled it out by hand, reset all the air lines, zip tie them together, put it back together. It's just routine maintenance. We should be able to do that. Flows right now are in the 300,000 gallon a day range. We've been able to handle that no problem with 2 filters, so we should be fine. The February project to be disinfection byproduct sampling, that's our routine schedule. Right now we're in compliance, but we're trying to work on optimizing the filters. We're doing some additional testing with analytical balance. It's going excellent. I just called earlier today. Results won't be until either Friday or Tuesday of our latest set. but we're getting organics removed on about, 70%. So we're getting really good removals for the total organic carbon. And the THM numbers, the in-between, the in-house samples, have come back excellent in the 20 range. So we're getting 10 to 20 out of the plant and out of the system. We're just working, because we couldn't flush, what we're doing is like once a month, we're draining Elm Street down about 30 feet. We make it so both tanks are equal, and usually they're 29 feet apart. And then we slowly fill it back up with fresh water. And there's a hydrant, Tom Ferry's loaned us a key at ICI, the one in the back. We have to turn it on with a backwards valve across the fire station, but we flush that as well. So we're able to do kind of, I don't know what you call, like surgical flushing without freezing any roadways. And we should be fine for February. We expect to have very low numbers. March, we're gonna clean out the lagoon in the back. That should be ready. It's offline now. Thank goodness it's been freezing and thawing already this season. That'll be cleaned out in March. We'll have somebody excavate that out. And then in, April, we expect to flush. Even though the state's still calling it a drought, our wells have recovered beautifully. The only thing we're noticing is a lot of iron and manganese. And the TOC was high. So the organics and the metals are high, because after the drought, all that soil's, it's like having stain in your sweater, throw it in the wash and it goes everywhere. So we expect to have to flush pretty hard this April, and we're gonna do that, and that'll be a little earlier than usual, but we might take an extra week or two, just to get it done right. And then that brings us right to May, the next round of DVPs, the disinfection byproducts. Again, we're already optimizing the plant, so we expect to have a good round. And then June, that'll be right back to the end of the fiscal year. I can't think of a June project, but that's what we're scheduled out for the season. And, like I said, as long as staffing gets back, we're hoping to have more staff back in January. We're not sure yet. We have 2 staff members out, not work-related.
Yep.
And we'll keep you up to date, Tina and I will, as we get information. That's it.
Are they gonna use some of the parts from one on that pump in number 2,
Yes.
because it's not long enough?
Yeah, well, what they wanna do is the bowls on number 2, they've got extra bowls, and they're in mint condition, well, they're in better condition. He brought both back to his shop, and we reassembled, so he's gonna put the 2 together to put the best.
Yeah, 'cause one was longer than the other.
Yeah, so we're gonna put that back together the way we want it, yes.
Is that anything else?
Nope.
Any questions?
Thank you.
Old business. Meter program? still-
Yeah, we're down a staff member in distribution
Yeah.
and in treatment, so we go on demand.
Yeah.
We have plenty of meters in stock right now, and as we can, we'll be, this time of year is a little slower. But we're hoping that the reason I gave you the long story and the monthly schedule is that if we set that in stone, then we can start filling in the blanks when staff gets back with meter installs.
Okay.
It's cooler out, hopefully, depends on how the pipes work out this winter, but if they do, every day's a good day to put meters in once we get back up to full roster.
How were the old meters this year? Was there a lot that weren't working
Not, well,
that they're gonna
well, I
replace?
don't
There's
really
like
think.
4 or 6, something like that.
So they don't
It
have
wasn't
that
too
many to replace with the new
Right.
meters? That's pretty good.
So, but we're staying on it, but yeah,
Mhm.
not too many.
Anything?
How many meters do we, have to walk around with?
We,
Two-thirds,
there's about
one-third.
650 digitals, and it's almost
We're getting close to
1,700.
50-50.
Total
We're
meters.
1/3,
Yeah.
2/3, so we're,
Yeah, one
It's
third.
about 1,000.
1,200 walking.
yeah. But we're getting there, and actually the guys are pretty good about giving us some feedback about cherry picking,
Yeah.
finding a couple books to try to
Mhm.
merge them in, so.
It'd be nice if you could fill in some of the books with
Yeah.
Right.
a whole book would be.
Right, so you can put a couple aside.
We've divided, we put all the digitals in one book, we're kind of condensing down the other
Oh,
books.
so you did it that
Do you
way.
have areas of digital where it's all digital?
There's a
Like
couple,
the new neighborhoods,
couple
obviously,
books
but
that
like,
are,
can you,
yes,
Yeah.
you know, like grid it off, so, okay, we're
Mhm.
only walking this, maybe we can read
right.
quarterly? Instead of, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to cherry pick
Yeah.
and see, as we go from 33% to 50%, as we start marching towards that.
Yeah.
Digital ones are being taken out of the books so that
Yep.
So it's
Yeah.
guys
easier when they
reading
go
them
and
right
walk,
don't
yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
Right, so they don't do the double plug.
Yeah.
We still have 1 or 2 once in a while, they come back, they're very good about letting us
Yeah.
know when
Yeah.
Mhm.
they don't get a read.
Good. Any, no new updates on the intermunicipal?
We did get a general estimate, we're still going through it, but we did get an estimate from Woodard and Curran on upgrading the pump station. That's gonna be pretty expensive, I did give Tina a very brief, it's about 6 figures, you're talking over $100,000 to replace that station, put it on the SCADA.
Which one's that?
The lower building down on Somerset Avenue.
We were gonna do that as the original part of this, when they put the treatment plan in, but, AECon didn't think it was worth it to even bother with that down there. That's why the box that's up at Cedar number 2 was supposed to go down there, but they didn't think it was worth doing it.
It's kind of expensive.
Yeah.
There may be some other, I'm gonna talk to them about some alternative assessment, do like 3 choices. One's do nothing, you know, like do typical
Yeah.
alternative assessment. But you got Aquaria right next door, and then there may be, you know, down the road, we're in pretty good, I don't wanna jinx this, but we're in very stable shape for water. Our supplies are pretty stable, the water quality's pretty consistent, the plant's running really, really well. So there may be options for intermunicipal agreement, instead of strictly focusing on the lower building, we may wanna focus to our neighbors, I don't know, North Dayton,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So we'll keep you posted on that topic, but we do have a number now, and we're gonna have them flush that out, so that we'll get our money's worth on the study they did,
Yep.
and we'll end up with a receivable we can present to you all, and so the commission can review and approve it. But it does sound like it's gonna be, like Donnie said, it's pretty pricey.
Yeah.
It works right now, we know it works,
It
it's kinda ugly. And depending on what we do in the future, we might have a lot more options. So
Okay.
the plant's starting to work out pretty good, and we'll just keep our fingers crossed.
Right.
Other old business? Yeah. I just have one, any update on the personnel policy on sick time? On that you were gonna develop?
I did, an FMLA kind of,
Yeah, that one.
so I was gonna give them to you and let you read them over.
Okay, perfect, that's fine. Just throw it on as a topic under old business at next meeting,
Okay.
so we can discuss it.
I'll see if I can get some info.
I think there's one in there for you too.
Thank you. I should've looked at the phone.
New business. Oh, anything to cover? Announcements? Next regular meeting, January 10th?
Perfect.
6 o'clock. Public input. Good, nothing? Merry Christmas to everyone. I want to personally thank Jim for everything you've done since you told us you were going to be retiring from your camera work duties. And, but we want to thank you for everything you've done for the Water District. We appreciate having you.
I enjoyed
If
it.
you please reconsider at some point, if, anytime you want to come back, feel free to come and join us. We,
Yeah, maybe January 10th.
but Merry Christmas,
Yeah.
Happy Holidays, Happy New Year to everyone, and thank you for another year. Motion to adjourn.
So move, seconded.
All in favor? Opposed, the ayes have it.
Jim, wait, what's going on? Who's taking